We're following two breaking stories on DC News Now at 4. DC police searching for a missing baby girl last seen with a man in Northwest DC.
And a man stabbed to death in the parking garage of a grocery store in Georgetown. DC police now investigating.
You're watching DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Tosin Fakile. Annalisa Gale has the afternoon off. We are live with both those developing stories in just moments. But first, it is yet another DMV First Warn Day. Brutal heat, and now with storms on the way, you are taking a live look at our live cameras across the region. We're going to show you what that looks like from the nation's capital to the National Harbor. It's hot everywhere.
Weather forecaster Brittany Ward tracking the rest of the day for us. All eyes are on a potential downpour in the area.
Yeah, we are going to be tracking showers and storms as we head through your evening, so make sure you are staying weather aware through your day today. DMV First Warn Day due to the threat of those storms. Some of those storms have the potential of turning severe as we head through portions of your areas. So we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for much of the area. This is set to expire this evening right around 10 p.m. So make sure you are staying weather aware as we head through your Wednesday evening. Now, radar is showing you the last 30 minutes across the area. Yes, we are quiet along the district and around the Beltway, but our friends off to the west, they are already starting to see those showers and storms beginning to develop. Zooming into radar to show you, we are starting to see some lightning strikes as well. Just south of Front Royal, Winchester, looks like you just saw some heavier downpours right along I-81 in Stevens City, Virginia. And these showers will continue to push their way towards the district as we head within the next couple of hours. So overall, heading home today, you'll want to take it slow. Now, with these storms, the main threat we're going to be keeping an eye out on will be those strong winds. We could see damaging winds, knock down trees and even power lines across portions of the area. We're also going to be keeping our eye out on the flooding potential. Some of these storms that roll through have the chance of producing rainfall rates of about 2 inches. And when we see training across the area, meaning rain just falling over that area over and over again, that's going to be causing for flooding issues across the area. And the National Weather Service has a flood watch in effect for the Washington, D.C. metro areas and surrounding counties. That's set to expire around midnight tonight. So keep it here. We'll have a full look of the timing of those storms, and when we finally get a relief in the heat, that's coming up.
Remember, if you need somewhere to cool off, we have a list of resources online. Just go to dcnewsnow.com, click on the DMV Extreme Heat under the Weather tab.
And back to that breaking news, an urgent search underway for a missing baby in D.C.
DC News Now's Marielle Carbone joins us live in the Northwest. And Marielle, police believe that she is with a man.
Yeah, that's right. Police do have a lookout for the person believed to be with this little baby boy, a 5-month-old Raja Leonard. Where we're at right now, this is 16th Street. This is where the command center is set up for the search. We're right by the Rock Creek Parkway golf course. Now, earlier police had multiple cop cars out here behind us. They are searching, as we mentioned, for that 5-month Raja Leonard, as well as 27-year-old Ramon Leonard. That is believed to be the person the baby is currently with. Now, when we got out here on scene, officers had K-9 units walking down 16th Street, as well as out on the golf course behind us, multiple units out here. We can also hear the helicopter circling above this area out here. Obviously, this is a serious search. We're talking about a 5-month-old baby. Police put that lookout out about an hour ago. That is when they started searching this area and back onto the golf course. That little boy described as 26 inches tall, 16 pounds with brown eyes, and he was last seen wearing footy pajamas with dinosaurs on them. So again, police are asking if you have any information to contact them. It is unclear how this little boy is related to that adult Ramon Leonard, but as you can hear, they both have the same last name. Again, police asking if anybody sees either of these two people or has any information to contact police. Live for now in Northwest, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Marielle, thank you. Also breaking this afternoon, D.C. police are investigating a deadly double stabbing in Georgetown. It happened at the Safeway on Wisconsin Avenue. Our D.C. News Now crew was first on the scene. Randy Bass joins us there now. Randy, a lot of new details to share this afternoon.
Yes, Mark, D.C. police are telling us 2 men were stabbed here on the backside of this Safeway grocery store parking garage. Police here just clearing the scene in the last 20 minutes, taking down that tape and sharing new details with us. At this point, again, we know 2 men here were stabbed. They found their own way to the hospital where one of them died. The other man is expected to be okay. It's not clear what led up to the stabbing or whether the 2 may have known each other or if they knew any suspects who could have been involved. Police have stayed here on scene. They were here on scene for about several hours investigating before clearing the scene again a few minutes ago. But throughout the afternoon, things were business as usual here at the grocery store above the garage along this typically quiet stretch of Wisconsin Ave. Shoppers we talked to were shocked to hear about what happened.
It's shocking because I come here often to pick up groceries and stuff, and it's scary to see. This life's unpredictable, you know.
Right now, no information on any possible suspects in the case. The story is still very much developing. Police are asking anybody with any information at all to get in contact with officers. In Northwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you for that update. And staying tight-lipped as she walked out of the courtroom, the founder of DC LGBTQ+ nonprofit, Casa Ruby, pleaded guilty to wire fraud today.
Is anything about the guilty plea today? Later on when I go to the whole motion of giving my story. After you say.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says Ruby Corrado funneled at least $150,000 of the nonprofit's taxpayer-backed pandemic relief money into her private accounts in El Salvador. In court, the once celebrated activist said $180,000 were misused or misdirected. But prosecutors say it was a lot more. Corrado faces a maximum sentence of 30 years. She's expected back in court in January. And D.C. Police Chief Pamela Smith celebrating 1 year on the job, a position she inherited with near historic crime surges in homicides and carjackings.
And Chief Smith sat down with DC News Now's political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming to discuss her first year and the public's perceptions. Take a look.
Chief Smith tells me she's happy that crime is down significantly in the district, and it is a result of shifting strategies. But she says she's not done working, even though people say they don't feel like crime is really down.
I know what crime was like when I was appointed by Mayor Bowser July 17th of last year.
In 2023, violent crime was 39% higher than it was in 2022. That's according to D.C. police statistics, and homicides were up 35%, the highest in decades.
Robberies and carjackings and just overall crime, and really getting in here and looking at the data and the statistics and really analyzing where we needed to start.
Today, on Smith's 1-year anniversary, violent crime is down 33% and homicides 29%. Help came with Mayor Muriel Bowser's crime bill that gave the Metropolitan Police Department more crime-fighting tools. Violence usually surges in the summer months, but
We didn't wait for the summer to begin addressing crime. We started addressing crime last year.
not everyone is convinced, though.
No, we don't feel safe.
Lucille Leach of Southeast D.C. lost a son to murder that remains unsolved after 8 years.
I hope they stop lying about the crime rate, because the crime rate is not down.
Clarence Dorsey agrees.
Certain things might not be happening as often as they were. Doesn't mean that crime is not going on.
Lorraine Walker says crime isn't down in her mind, but the chief's performance?
Every time something happens, she's there. She's talking about it. To me, she seems like she's pretty good people.
Smith says she acknowledges the crime perceptions and that more needs to be done.
What our job is to do is to continue to have those conversations with those members who don't feel safe and to determine what we can do better.
Smith tells DC News Now she's not going anywhere, and this is a job that she plans to stay in for a long time. And what grade does she give herself? A B+. Reporting from Southeast, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
Thank you. New at 4, a lawsuit challenging Virginia's transgender policies has been dismissed. The lawsuit claims a York County teacher refused to use a student's preferred name and pronouns. The student was then forced to attend a different class with a different teacher. The court dismissed the case on the grounds of sovereign immunity and because the case was filed too late under the statute of limitations. The ACLU released a statement renouncing the decision, while Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares and Governor Glenn Youngkin are applauding the dismissal.
In Maryland, police have identified the pilot killed in a plane crash on the Eastern Shore as Robert Merlini of Annapolis. State police say the 56-year-old crashed into the Treadhaven River near Easton Tuesday morning. He was the only person on board, and TSB is taking over the investigation.
Well, it's official. FanDuel has some competition. Sports betting company BetMGM launched expanded access to its mobile app around the district. It was previously restricted to the area around Nats Park. The launch follows the D.C. Council's approval of its 2025 budget that included a provision to open the digital sports betting market. BetMGM will retain exclusivity for the 2-block radius surrounding Nats Park, where it operates.